Today I want to talk to you about office wear, workwear, and give you some outfit inspiration if you are working in an office this summer and you want some kind of late summer transitional season outfit ideas for your workwear. I have a few thoughts around office wear in general because as someone who has quite a feminine style, quite a almost boho style, it doesn't necessarily translate that well into corporate wear, office wear, more formal wear. And sometimes when I used to work in an office, I don't anymore, so take all of these hints and tips and outfits with a pinch of salt. But when I did work in an office, I always felt like when I went into the office, I was almost putting on a bit of a front, wearing a uniform that didn't really translate into my own personal style. And I almost felt like I had to have two separate wardrobes. One that I really enjoyed and I wore when I could on weekends and my free time, and then my office wear, which didn't really feel like me. And again, I think that's because my style doesn't necessarily represent your typical office wear style. I think when you look on Pinterest and you look to other influencers, it almost makes it seem like it's illegal to wear colour to the office and in a more corporate environment. And I want to try and break that mold a little bit and show you how to wear colour to work, how to still look professional while wearing feminine pieces, colourful pieces, patterned pieces, and prove to you that you don't just have to wear a white shirt and black trousers every day to feel put together and professional. For the first set of outfits, I wanted to style some black trousers in a few different ways because I do feel like black trousers, although I really want to convince you that you don't have to always wear black and wear very kind of corporate, traditional corporate outfits, I do think that black trousers are a crutch for a lot of people, and if you are in a hurry, you don't know what to wear, black trousers can be kind of a fail-safe in your wardrobe. So I do think there is a place for them in a workwear wardrobe, but I think there's ways to style them that make your outfits a little bit different and perhaps more suited to your own personal style. So for me personally, as I was saying, I don't love the whole stiff white shirt and a pair of black trousers. It just doesn't feel very me. Feels slightly too bland, too basic, and too masculine. So rather than pairing my black trousers with just a stiff collared white shirt, instead a really simple switch up for me personally would be to pair them with a more feminine shirt or blouse. And it can be as simple as having a more exaggerated collar, a frilly collar, a Peter Pan collar, rather than your traditional shirt collar like the shirt I'm wearing now. So the shirt I chose for this example is this frilly collared Peter Pan style shirt, and it is otherwise just a plain white shirt. It does have slightly different sleeves and cuffs to your typical white shirt. It's got this little frill here, so inherently it feels more feminine and it just feels like a more me version of the classic black trousers and corporate white shirt outfit, and instantly I feel more like myself. So if I was heading into the office, I wouldn't feel out of place or uncomfortable in this outfit, whereas if I was wearing like a stiff white shirt, I might not feel totally myself and totally confident in the outfit. An alternative way to switch up this outfit would be to just pair it with a different coloured shirt. So if you don't fancy the big exaggerated collar, if that's not quite your style, but you do want to mix it up from the very neutral kind of traditional white and black outfit, going for something as simple as a blue shirt or something like a pink shirt, even a pink stripe. I do have a pink striped shirt that I'll show you in one of the later outfits. That just feels, again, a little bit different, a little bit more feminine perhaps, and to me a little bit more suited to my personal style. Now my final tip with the black trousers is if you're going to pair colour with black, to go with more muted tones and to go with earth tones. This is something that I've learned through trial and error, but brighter colours, very vivid colours, don't pair very well with black. The black tends to kill the colour a little bit and they end up looking a little bit dull. Whereas if you want to wear colour but you still want to wear your black trousers, pair your earth tones, your more muted tones, your colourful takes on a neutral with your black, and it can look really, really nice. So for example, when I have the blue shirt with the black trousers on, I paired it with this jacket, which is in this beautiful ochre mustard shade. It adds a pop of colour, it adds a pop of fun and interest to an otherwise quite traditional workwear outfit, but it still pairs really nicely with the black, and the black doesn't overwhelm the ochre colour. I think they complement each other quite nicely. And adding this jacket to the outfit just makes it feel so much more like me. It feels more like my style. It adds a fun kind of 70s feel to an office wear look, but it still is totally appropriate and professional for workwear. If you don't want to go with the jacket, maybe it's too hot for that, maybe as we're still in August, you're just in the shirt or the top and trousers, my final tip would be to switch out your kind of traditional nude or black shoes that you wear every day to the office. Maybe it's a pair of black loafers. For me, I have these nude slingback heels, which I've styled quite a lot in this video because if I did work in an office, these would honestly be my go-to. They are so comfortable. I will leave them linked if you're interested, because honestly, I feel like if you do want a more formal shoe for the office, these are just perfect. But if you want to add a bit more of a fashion edge to a workwear outfit, switch out your nude or your brown or your black shoes for a fun pop of colour or a print. And that's exactly what I did in this outfit. So you can see I changed out of the slingback shoes, the slingback heels, into my leopard print flats, and instantly it just adds a little bit of a cool girl edge to a very traditional outfit and a little bit of a pop of personality to the office. But because these are a ballet flats, they do have a more pointed toe. They still feel professional, they still feel office appropriate. They're flat, so they're pretty comfortable to walk in once you've broken them in, but they just add something different, something unexpected, something more unusual to the outfit. And again, this outfit feels much more like me than if I'd paired this same look with, for example, a pair of black loafers. Okay, moving on, I feel like if you do have a slightly more feminine style and you struggle with office wear, one of the best investments you can make into your workwear wardrobe are just midi and maxi skirts in general. Because of the length of them, I feel like they do feel formal, they do feel office appropriate, they're modest, they feel sleek and professional, but they have a more feminine edge, obviously, than a pair of trousers. So for example, a white maxi skirt, these are so on trend at the moment. I wear this so much in my day-to-day casual style, but I definitely would wear this if I worked in an office. You can pair this quite formally with, I did a pretty feminine blouse. This one here, to be specific, so this pretty blue blouse with the white skirt, my slingback pointed toe heels, and this felt very girly, very fun, very fresh, very spring summer appropriate for the office. But again, it still has that formal touch. I'm not showing too much skin, too much leg. It feels very covered, very demure, and still something I would totally wear to an office without feeling too bland, too boring, and too corporate either. If you're not into the very feminine kind of floral blouses, you want something a little bit more classic, then again, I would go for the skirt, but pair it with one of your office wear shirts. Maybe you usually pair a shirt like this with trousers, pair it with the skirt instead, and instantly it's gonna feel a lot more feminine. And I love the pop of pink that this one in particular adds as well. It's not your traditional white or blue that you might see mostly worn to the office. This pink stripe, again, adds a little bit of girliness, playfulness, but still feels appropriate with the collar, tucked into the skirt, belted. I think this outfit definitely is improved by the belt. It breaks up the look a little bit. It adds, again, a kind of professional element. I feel like the belt ties it in quite nicely. It makes it feel more office wear rather than more kind of weekend wear, because I probably would wear this look at the weekend without the belt, a little bit more casual with trainers perhaps, but with the belt and with a Mary Jane shoe or a slingback heel, it feels very office appropriate. So yes, I really like this one as well. Now, in all of these outfits today, I'm going to be styling them with the mini anchor bag by OLEADA in this lovely new canvas and brown leather version. If you remember back in the spring, I showed you the mint green, pistachio green full leather version from their spring summer collection, and now I'm showing you the canvas and brown leather, and this one is stunning and I think so appropriate for office wear outfits. I love the brown as a alternative to a classic black bag that a lot of people do carry to the office. It's still very formal, very professional, but just adds a little bit of colour, and again I think feels slightly more feminine than a black bag. Now I don't carry a laptop with me day to day, so I went with the mini Anchor because it's the perfect size for me. But if you do travel or commute with your laptop, they have loads of laptop appropriate bags as well. They specialise in office wear bags, professional bags for professional women. So whatever your need, whatever your desire, you can get a bigger bag to transport your laptop and things. Or if you just need a few little bits day to day, these smaller bags are perfect as well. You can wear the mini Anchor bag in multitude of different ways. I think carrying it by the top handle feels the most kind of corporate and office wear appropriate, but if you're commuting or traveling to work, you can add on the strap and wear it over the shoulder or crossbody, or even you can double up the straps and wear it as a mini backpack as well. Although obviously you can't quite fit a laptop in this one, you can fit a mini iPad in it and all of your daily essentials. It is surprisingly spacious despite its smaller appearance. So yes, I'll be styling these in a few different ways in the remainder of the outfits as well. They are currently running a promotion, so if you would like to get 22% off a bag, then I will leave my code on screen and in the description box as well. You also get a free little tie handle bag that looks a little bit like this with your order, and I really love those. They're really cute as a little makeup pouch, a little essentials pouch within your larger bag, or even just as a bag in its own right. So yes, if you would like the free bag and the 22% off, make sure to use my discount code in the description box down below. Now, one way to make a trouser and shirt combination that much lighter and fresher and perhaps more summery as well is to ditch the black trousers and go for a lighter tone, specifically maybe a white or an ecru. So I paired these ecru trousers with the same couple of shirts that I paired the black trousers with earlier, and you can already see that the outfits feel so much lighter, so much fresher, and definitely slightly more feminine as well. So that's another tip as well, I think. If you wear a lot of black trousers to the office and you don't love the look or you don't feel totally yourself, perhaps switch up the black for a lighter tone or even a muted colour like a brown or a khaki, and it does just feel a little bit more feminine, a little bit more interesting than the very kind of overdone black trouser. So yeah, I paired these ecru trousers with the frilly collar shirt, with this blue shirt. I love the pairing of blue with ecru or blue and white. It's so chic and it definitely feels quite classic and timeless and therefore quite appropriate for the office, but definitely a little bit fresher, a little bit more summery than the black. I don't think you have to only wear plain block colours either when it comes to the office. I definitely feel like you can wear pattern if you do it right. I think the key to wearing pattern in a corporate environment or an office wear environment is to make sure it feels cohesive. That's what's going to make it feel professional. That's what's going to make it feel smart and maybe not too dressed down. So with something like this skirt, if I was going to wear this into the office, I would pair it with a top that is cohesive. So for example, this has pink and red flowers in it. So I would go with a top that ties that in nicely. Something a little bit like this blouse, for instance. And already, because you've intentionally kind of paired the colours and it does feel like the whole outfit matches, it feels intentional, it feels cohesive, I think it definitely feels office appropriate. Maybe not if you work in the smartest of environments, if you're kind of suit and tie levels of corporate, but for most people who are doing like a business casual look, I think this definitely works. And again, I think the key is to make sure it is cohesive. So think about your color pairings. Think, if you have a pattern, what colours are in the pattern, and can you match the other half of your outfit, the top or the bottom, with the colours in that pattern to make it feel really seamless. Finally, I want to talk about dresses. I think dresses can be quite tricky, especially if you have a floaty feminine boho style like me, because I'm not into really streamlined corporate style dresses. So when I think of corporate dresses, I think of like pencil skirt dresses, I think of things like shirt dresses, which I'm not really into, shift dresses. I like more feminine, floaty, frilly dresses, but I do think there's a way to dress those up and to utilise those dresses that you might already have in your wardrobe that you love to wear at weekends into the office with a couple of tweaks. So the example I'm going to use is this gorgeous Daughters of India floaty maxi dress. Now, paired with some flat sandals and a basket bag, this feels very beachy, it feels very bohemian, it feels very Bali. But I do think that this can be tweaked to work in the office. So if you switch out the sandals for quite a formal shoe, I think because this is so relaxed, it needs quite a formal shoe. So whereas with some of the outfits I would wear the Mary Janes, the ballet flats, I think this particular dress really needs quite a corporate feeling shoe. So something like this with its sharp pointed toe, the nude colour, the heel as well, just adds that level of formality and that level of dressiness that this doesn't really have by itself. And then belting this dress as well, cinching in and defining the waist, instantly turns it from very kind of whimsical and effortless and breezy into something that has more shape, more definition, and feels more streamlined, more sharp, and therefore more office appropriate. So I really do think, don't discount all of your lovely weekend clothes that you really ideally would love to wear on a daily basis for workwear. I think the accessories are where it's at, and even pairing this outfit with something like this, which is more formal, something like a basket bag or a hobo bag feels very casual, whereas pairing it with something like this instantly dresses it up and elevates it a little bit and brings it more to the smarter side, because this is quite a smart bag inherently. So yes, really big fan of that one, and you could do this with so many dresses in your wardrobe, just with the right tweaks. I think it totally works. So that is my slightly different take on office wear, on workwear. Let me know what you thought. Do you agree? Are these the kind of outfits that you like to wear to the office? Do you struggle putting outfits together for work? I know I definitely did. It always, as I said earlier, always felt like I wasn't quite dressing like myself for the office. And I had one wardrobe for the office which I didn't really love but I had to wear, and one wardrobe that I loved but could only wear on weekends. And actually now, if I was going to go back into the office, I feel like I could take the wardrobe that I love and really easily kind of transition it into the office with some of the tips that I've given in this video. So let me know if you try that yourselves. Let me know what struggles you have with workwear. I think it could be really difficult, especially as someone who is curvier. I think structured, tailored pieces often don't really look good on us, which is why tweaking the more floaty pieces to be office appropriate is key. And also obviously more feminine pieces don't often translate well to the office. But again, I feel like there's ways to do it. If you balance top and bottom, one structured or more formal piece with one more floaty feminine piece, using structured heels and shoes can make a big difference. Bags as well, accessories that are more formal looking, all can translate an outfit completely from very casual to more dressed up. Let me know if you liked this video, if you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful. If you can give it a like, that would be really appreciated. As mentioned, thank you to OLEADA for sponsoring this video. I will leave the discount code on screen as well as in the description box down below for you to utilize and enjoy. I thoroughly recommend the mini anchor bag, especially this new design with the canvas and the leather. I think it's so chic and definitely a more affordable alternative to some higher end designer bags that are very popular at the moment. If you would like to continue watching some of my content, I have loads of videos on my channel for you to enjoy now. I will leave a couple of examples on screen here. Otherwise, I hope you're doing really well, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!